This is the story of how Walt Disney World slowly dismantled the small touches, free perks, and beloved details that made the parks feel magical, often without ever announcing it. From free airport buses to self-serve sauerkraut, these quiet losses still sting for longtime fans who remember what the experience used to be. If your last Disney trip happened sometime in the 2010s and you haven't been back since, the place might feel unrecognizable, and not because of new attractions. May 2005 marked the debut of Magical Express, a complimentary motor coach service running between Orlando International Airport and every Disney resort hotel. Disney would mail you yellow luggage tags before your trip. You'd attach them to your checked bags, and your suitcases would appear in your resort room without ever visiting baggage claim. Over 2 million guests relied on this service every single year. January 11, 2021 brought the announcement that changed everything, with final arrivals rolling through on January 1st, 2022. Disney's official explanation pointed to changing consumer preferences and rideshare options. Fan reaction landed overwhelmingly negative, with over 300 negative comments stacking up against just 1 or 2 positive responses. Words like short-sighted and devastating filled every thread. Getting from the airport to Disney property now runs around $32 for Mears Connect or $30 to $50 for rideshare apps. A perk that once came standard with your hotel stay simply evaporated. MagicBands arrived in 2013 feeling like technology from the future, functioning as your park ticket, hotel room key, payment method, FastPass, and PhotoPass connection all at once. Disney resort guests received them completely free. That arrangement ended on January 1st, 2021. Annual pass holders watched their complimentary bands disappear a few months later on August 16th, 2021. Current MagicBand Plus pricing starts at $34.99 for solid colors, climbs to $44.99 for character designs, and reaches $65 for limited editions. What once arrived free now costs as much as a decent meal in the parks. Casey's Corner sits on Main Street, USA as the baseball-themed hot dog restaurant that's operated since 1971. For decades, a self-serve condiment bar let guests pile their hot dogs with sauerkraut, relish, diced onions, cheese sauce, and mustard. June 30th, 2021 brought the restaurant back from COVID closure, but the condiment bar stayed gone. Sauerkraut vanished from the menu entirely, with no announcement and no explanation. One fan captured it perfectly, writing that they had literally driven from Tampa just for a Casey's hot dog, all beat up with relish, mustard, and sauerkraut. Another pointed out the absurdity of opening 10 to 15 condiment packets to dress a footlong that costs over $14. The original FastPass system launched in late 1999 and evolved into FastPass Plus by 2014, letting resort guests book 3 free ride reservations up to 60 days ahead. Parks reopened in July 2020 without FastPass Plus, and Disney Genie Plus launched on October 19th, 2021 at $15 per person per day. And that's when the price creep began. October 2022 introduced variable pricing up to $35, and July 2024 delivered another rebrand as Lightning Lane Multipass. Current pricing ranges from $15 to $45 per person per day. The best attractions require additional purchases between $7 and $25 per ride, $180 to $540. That's what a family of 4 now pays for 3 days of what used to be completely free. Extra Magic Hours gave Disney resort guests 1 hour early or 2 hours late at select parks, serving as one of the main reasons people paid premium prices to stay on property. The replacement system announced in October 2021 fundamentally redefined what resort guests receive. Early theme park entry now offers only 30 minutes instead of a full hour. Extended evening hours still exist, but here's the thing. That benefit belongs exclusively to deluxe resort guests, value, and moderate resort guests paying $150 to $350 nightly lost evening extended access entirely. That perk now requires paying $400 to over $900 per night. Housekeeping changed too. Deluxe resorts got daily service restored in January 2023. While moderate and value resorts permanently switched to every other day cleaning, one change slipped past most guests entirely. Between December 2017 and January 2018, Disney replaced all "Do Not Disturb" signs with "Room Occupied" signs, and staff became required to enter every room at least once every 24 hours. The Citrus Swirl represented Adventureland since 1971, a frozen orange juice slushie swirled with vanilla soft serve. Orange Bird himself became synonymous with this treat. April 2024 made the discontinuation official. Disney blamed Florida experiencing its worst orange crop yield in 80 years. The replacement uses Dole Whip orange instead, and fans describe it as lacking the bold citrus punch. One reaction captured the absurdity. What the hell? Is the Orange Bird good for if there's no damn oranges to swirl? Electric Umbrella at Epcot closed on February 16, 2020, and demolition came 7 months later. Fans remembered its 80s neon decor and the original Epcot Center music loop, with one writing that it was, to the bitter end, straight out of the 80s. Hollywood Studios before 2020 featured the Citizens of Hollywood, improvisational streetmosphere performers dressed as 1930s gossip columnists and talent agents who created spontaneous comedy and made the park feel genuinely alive. October 2020 brought layoffs during COVID workforce reductions. Disney's website still says temporarily unavailable as of October 2025, but regular operations have never resumed. Fans consider this one of Disney World's greatest losses. Tinkerbell hasn't greeted guests since March 2020. May 2024 brought the removal of all Tinkerbell signage from Town Square Theater. Parades still feature her, but Walt Disney World offers no regular meet and greet anymore. Illuminations, Reflections of Earth ran from October 1st, 1999 to September 30th, 2019, spanning 20 full years with that iconic 28-foot LED globe on a 350-ton barge. 11 consecutive Golden Ticket Awards validated what guests already knew. 1 week after the final performance, workers disassembled the globe and sent it to a scrapyard. Expedition Everest opened on April 7, 2006, featuring a 25-foot Yeti that lunged 5 feet toward guests using 3,000 psi hydraulics. The concrete foundation cracked within months, unable to handle an animatronic weighing around 6,000 pounds. B-Mode became Disney's solution, using strobe lights to simulate movement. Fans call it the Disco Yeti. Imagineer Joe Rohde promised to fix it before his 2021 retirement. That never happened. Universal Orlando delivered the ultimate insult when their 2025 Mardi Gras display featured a moving Yeti with a sticker reading "World's Only Actively Moving Yeti Display." The Yeti has operated, broken longer than it ever worked properly. Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland opened March 3, 1995, and started breaking that same year. The ice machine effect failed within months, and restoration never came. Multiple refurbishments in 2012 and 2023 left many effects still broken. Soarin' over California's Orange Grove scent disappeared when the attraction became Soarin' Around the World in June 2016. Fans describe the replacement scents as smelling like mildew and dirt. None of these things appeared in advertisements. Casey's Corner sauerkraut never graced a billboard. Citizens of Hollywood never required tickets. The orange scent on Soarin' appeared on no menu anywhere. These are the small touches that communicated Disney's attention to every detail, and they've systematically disappeared. Major perks got monetized, with FastPass becoming $45 daily and MagicBands hitting $35. Value tier guests received fewer benefits as housekeeping shrank and evening hours vanished. Maintenance entered indefinite deferral, leaving the Disco Yeti broken for 19 years. Fan forums describe it the same way over and over, paying more for less. Attendance remains high, but if your last visit happened in 2010 and you return now, something feels different. Not because of what's been added, but because of everything that quietly went away.